I'm Mrs. Honeybee of the highest, the shamanic high priestess in life consult in here at EyeGotThyme. Welcome to the 10 a.m. homeroom live. Welcome to the 10 a.m. homeroom live. I said, welcome to the 10 a.m. homeroom live. I said, welcome to the 10 a.m. homeroom live. I said, welcome to the 10 a.m. live. I said, welcome to the 10 a.m. homeroom live. Welcome to the 10 a.m. Y'all know I got my acai bowl. Y'all don't know, but now you know. I'm finishing her up because I bitch was hungry. We did the 8 a.m. show on TikTok. Mad cute. Mad cute. And now it's time for YouTube. Now it's time for YouTube. I'm excited for what we get into. We're going to see. We always have such beautiful conversations. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to some really cute, fun stuff over here. Thank you for the thumbs up. As you join the live, do me a favor and tap that thumbs up button. Tap that subscribe button. It allows for me to expand the account and reach more people, share more love, share more light, and share more wisdom. I say an amen. My computer's updating and restarting right now. So once that pops back on, we'll have, you know, some music in the background. But right now it's giving ASMR mukbang. Okay. This acai bowl is from Better Buzz Coffee, and it's bussing. I get it all the time. It's so delicious. You got to do extra granola, extra bananas, extra honey, add almond butter. Heather, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's amazing. With an acai bowl, A1. If you want to know how to start your day off with food, an acai bowl, and a grilled cheese. Okay? And then watch the next time you get an acai bowl, you're gonna be like, damn, this is good. Okay, bitch. Amen. The energy today is giving productive. I like it. The energy of today is giving productive. The energy of today is giving productive. It's also giving fun. Very playful. Very playful. Carefree is also a word that I receive. With this Pisces energy, I feel like it's a good time to play. It's a great time to play. We're in Pisces season, and then we tap into Aries season. Taurus season, to me, gives more seriousness. But when you have Pisces season and Aries season, you close the year off on a really great note, and you start the year off on a really great note. Very bubbly energies, very, like, Pisces give me very creative, imaginative. Like, I feel like during Pisces season, you're very, woo, like flase da. And when you're in Aries season, it's very, like, go-getter. Like, I'm about to get all this shit done. Like, you know, very different girls. One's woo, one's and then Taurus comes and it's like, okay, let's you know, let's rein it in. We spent 2 months now being a fool, acting up, being children, embodying that inner child energy. Let's pull it together. And I love that. A solid balance. Because then when you get to Gemini season, it gives a little bit of both. And it changes throughout the day. So, also, shout out to the girls who put me on their big screen. I love that for us. Oh my God. Okay, one day I'm going to put me on the big screen. And I'm going to have myself playing back here while myself is over here. That's going to be a gag. That's going to be a gag. Fill the room up with myself. Woo! Period. I love it. I love that for me. I love that for me. I really do. This moment is so perfect. The energy today is also giving everybody's listening. Everyone's listening. If you think you're not heard or not seen, think again. Just because people don't respond, don't mean they're not listening. I also feel that if you really want to know what someone thinks about you or feel about you, just ask them. And just trust what they tell you. If you feel like you can't trust what they tell you, then ask yourself, is it even really worth knowing then? And if it isn't, then don't think about it. Like, quite literally choose to think of something else. Choose other thoughts. Okay, cute. And then let's do this because I don't want to get my table wet. I don't need my table just sitting here psyched. Yay! love this deck, but I'm feeling the other girl. You don't really care what people think of you. If they feel a type of way, they can let me know. Cheers. I sometimes do care what people think about me. I love to be the one to say I don't care, but that's a lie. I care. I care. It doesn't bother, like, I won't let it, I do care. Now, will it change who I am? No. I'm going to still be me. I'll still show up as myself, but I do care. And that's just because I care about I care about me. I care about me. I care about me enough to allow myself to still be me, even though I know I care what people think. So even though sometimes people do think things, this is just me being transparent. I know that we all think things, and I do care what people think about me. I just don't care to know. I don't care to ask them. I care what people think. I just don't care to know about it. That's what it is. I care what people think. I just don't care to know about it. Because there are moments where I won't look at certain comments as well. Like, I'll be like, oh, I won't look at like certain posts. I'll be like, ooh, I don't like I'll show up as a version of myself, and I'll be like, you know what? I don't care about people's think pieces, so I just won't pay attention to the comments on this. I'll make the post, I'll share it, but if whatever comments are, even if people are like praising it, I don't care. I don't want to see it. So I do care what people think. I just don't care to know about it. And that's just the honest thing, babes. It's just honest. You care because you feel a lot of rejection often. You don't understand why. Okay. Okay, Leah. All right, Miss Leah. Okay, boo-boo. I hold space for me. I hold space for me. As you guys are joining in on the live, go ahead and tap that like button, tap that thumbs up. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button if you feel that as well. Ashe and amen. Again, if you don't know who I am Mrs. Honeybee of the Highest, the Shamanic High Priestess and Life Consultant here at EyeGotThyme. Welcome to Honey's Homeroom Live. Today is March 11th. And what do we do here? We vibe. What do we do here? We vibe. We hang out. We chill. We talk. We kiki. We vibe. We vibe. Every episode is different. What you get is just what you get. What we get is what we need. I show up with an intention, being authentically me. And then we let the energy speak and we ride the waves. So what we really do in here is surf. When I say that we vibe, I mean that we surf. We surf the waves as we surf the web. Ashe and amen. We surf this collective web. And whatever the waves are talking about, we're like, oh, okay, bet, cute. We allow nature to drive us. Ooh, we allow the divine to guide us. Naturally, Ashe. Ashe. Okay, so first thing is I made a post yesterday on YouTube, and the post that I made on YouTube, I actually want to share with you the caption. I really want to share the caption with you guys. Amen. Thank you for your comment, Heather, on thank you for your comment, Heather, on the YouTube video for cancers. Okay. Period. Okay. So this is the caption I wrote on a post yesterday, on a picture that I posted. If you want to see it, it's on my Instagram. My Instagram is EyeGotThyme, EyeGotThyme. Thank you for joining the live, beloved. As you guys join in, tap that like button, boo, so that way you can help me reach more people. Ashe and amen. Here we go. Once upon a time, there lived a girl. She thought of herself as a boy. They told her she had a dangle, and that meant something crucial for how she was meant to conduct herself. She was told to be hard, so she hardened. She was told to follow instructions, so she listened and executed impeccably. She was made to feel lessened. When the she in her would come out, so she hid behind him. She ached and pained every day of her life, hoping one day she'd be free. Today, that young lady is goddess. Behind closed doors, she faced her demons. She faced her rage. She faced her vitriol. She faced feelings of rejection. She played with her fears and danced with hate. She argued with her light and clawed him in the night. She got her revenge. She has awakened, and there's no caging such a beast. She emerges from the depths of her sea, scaled and skilled, ready to live a journey, whole and healed. While her he heals, she lives, completely free in her divinity. Woo! Oh, hey, healing through honesty. Ashe. But it's better hearing you read it. Ashe, thank you, Heather. Go, honey. I really love this post, and I want to talk about it. I feel that, let's get some music here. Let's get some musics. Let's get some musics. Ooh. Let's get some musics. Ooh, this is Mocha Gypsy Magic and Subliminals on YouTube. Okay. So I want to talk about that post a little bit. I'm very honored to have posted that because I have always felt like a she. And she to me was an energy. She exuded an essence of inner beauty. She was soft. She was gentle. She was kind. She was sensual. She was poetic. She was caring. She was compassionate. So giggly, bubbly, and full of love. She cared about everyone. And she loved connecting with what she knew as God above. This energy of me that I speak is a version of me that loved to dance and sing. I have always pollinated the world with positivity. Even though that's how I say it now, it's not always how I have said it. Ultimately, all I've ever done and wanted to do was be me. Thank you guys for joining the live, beloveds. As you join in, tap that like button, tap that thumbs up, boo. I'm going to keep reminding you. Why? Because you guys are helping me reach more people. And I love that. Thank you for helping me expand our collective. I keep being told that this earth needs more people like me. And all I take that as is, oh, what you're saying is the earth needs more of me. Okay. I take it as you're saying the earth needs more of me. Ashe, then okay. I'm here. I'm showing up. Myself has always felt so soft and genuine in my expression of acceptance. Thank you guys so much for the likes, the thumbs ups. And along my journey, I hardened more and more, stepping away from my soul and moving more into my ego, feeling like I had to present myself in a certain way in order for myself to not be hurt. Majority of the day, I often would feel just on the inside of me, odd. I would just feel weird. I would just feel weird. And that was an uncomfortable thing, to feel a certain way and feel like you also have no one to discuss it with, feel like you have no one to really talk about it with, feeling like you don't necessarily understand it. However, you don't feel safe just communicating about even what you don't understand. For there's this energy of, if I were to say, hey, I'm feeling this way, you might get a response that would be like, ugh, nigga, you gay? This, that? You want to be a little girl? And it's like, damn, I'm just letting you know that I'm feeling away. Can I just express to you how I feel, or is that too not safe? Ew. How are you supposed to be loving me unconditionally? How are you supposed to be loving me at all if you're coming at me like that? Jesus Christ, he being told, put some bass in your voice, felt demeaning. It felt like, oh, so a bitch don't got no power unless she talk with bass? Oh, what you're saying is you think men have more power than women. What you're saying is you're putting men on a pedestal and saying that if men don't show up like this, then they're not men. Oh, so you're choosing to say there's only one type of man that exists, and it's typically the toxic versions that you know of. Okay. So what you're saying is you're traumatized into believing that there's only one narrative that is meant to be believed of a man. Sounds like you're also hurt. Who hurt you to where you had to put such limitations and boundaries on people? Anyway, maybe it was that man. Maybe it was that man. Maybe it was that man. I was so angry. I was so angry. I was so angry. And for so long, I just looked at other people and said I was angry with others. I love that this is just coming out. For so long, I said that I was just angry with others. However, I wasn't. I was really just bothered with myself. I felt bothered that myself wasn't able to just be herself. I felt bothered that I was confused and frustrated with how to show up at all. I felt bothered that I was drained so often of my energy, not knowing how to be or how to show up, not knowing what version of me to exist. Myself was tired and I didn't recognize it. I was fighting to be myself. I was fighting to get out. I was fighting for freedom, and I didn't realize that I wasn't really fighting people though for freedom. I was actually just fighting myself, and myself just kept asking me, let me out, let me out, let me out. And I just would, and I didn't recognize that that's what myself was doing. I didn't even think much about it. I just thought that I kind of had a problem, but then I realized that I didn't have a problem. I had a lack of self-expression, and myself just needed to express herself. Myself just needed to be herself. She just needed to say what she wanted to say without being judged for it. She wanted to express herself and show up while also being accepted and received. And now myself is she. Myself is her. Myself does that now. Myself is in that energy, and I'm so grateful for that. Myself feels like she has finally been crowned, and the only person that could crown me was me. I needed to become my own mother. I needed to become my love. I needed to love on me. I needed to love on me, which was a journey of also needing to see me. This is so multi-layered. And I feel that I'm looking for what myself is trying to say here, but myself is saying to me, girl, just let me cook. Just let me cook. Hi, Begeezer. So let me just let myself cook here. Myself is wanting to say, I free me. Myself is wanting to say, I free me. I understand what I need. And it's the freedom to listen to me in every waking moment of my life. Myself frees me. I free me from being held captive of not following through with what myself thinks of me to do. I free me of holding on to the idea that I must say things properly, or I must say things in a particular fashion or in a particular way, or I must understand and everything that's about to come out of my mouth before it even comes out of my mouth. I release me from the narrative that I must know my messages before I deliver them. Sometimes I am allowed to just simply live the message in the moment that the message is being delivered. Myself frees me from harboring emotions that I know I don't necessarily want to feel anymore. So instead, I allow myself to feel them now, and I feel them now in the way that they show up. And I allow myself to have grace in the releasing of them, knowing that I'm not going to do what I can to get them to continue. I also allow myself in this moment to know that I don't need to be tough. I don't need to be hard. I don't even need to be soft. I can just simply be. I don't need to be anything. It's not about being anything. It's about simply just being. And I get to do that without needing to explain my being, without needing to explain what my being does, not needing to explain my why. It's just because I am existing because I can. I am showing up because I will. I love me. I love me. I love me so very much. And being able to just be me, showing up in my peace, love, and tranquility, and my authenticity, it just feels really good for me. And I am learning each day how to just accept that and let that be enough and let that be okay. Myself right now is also, she's releasing the idea that I need to work hard, but I need to work hard. And I need to work hard for a reason to obtain. Myself doesn't want to work hard to obtain anymore. She just wants to simply live. She just wants to simply be. She just wants to simply receive herself authentically and let that be enough. She wants herself to, she's saying to me right now, just let me be, just let me be, just let me be. I'm releasing. She said, I am releasing. In this moment, I am releasing. She said, I don't normally allow for her to just speak like this, and especially in front of those who are showing up to listen specifically to a shadow. So she said, let me speak as my shadow. She says she does feel nervous speaking like this because she understands that she's not normally received. And that's just because I don't normally give her an opportunity to just speak. I normally will allow my light to speak, but in this moment, it is my shadow that is showing up. And she says she does have this frustration that's been in her, and it's been, hey, I'm trying to communicate with myself, but myself is not hearing me, and I'm doing everything to get myself to understand me. I'm doing everything to get myself to listen to me. I'm doing everything to get myself to receive me. I'm giving myself all the signs that they need, and these are all the signs and all the ways in which I'm able to communicate, and they're not working. I don't know how else to get myself to receive myself. I don't know how else to get myself to listen to myself. I don't know how else to get myself to honor and to acknowledge myself in the way that I need. So all I could do is just keep showing up consistently in the way that I know how, in hopes that one day myself will understand. And then as I get closer to my spirit, myself then guides me to having interactions and engagements with certain people where finally I start listening to them, and in listening to them who are my reflections, I'm able to understand, oh wait, I believe I know what myself is saying. In this season and in this era of my life, I have needed to be emotional. I've needed to be deeply emotional. I've needed to be connected to my emotions. I've needed to feel my emotions. So I had to also activate those emotions on the inside of me. So there was so much pain that I have inflicted on myself that myself needed to understand what it felt like to have pain inflicted and to be self-inflicting pain. Ashe, myself needed to understand the pain that I would go through on the inside and feel it on the outside, so that way I can understand the depth to which it is occurring on the inside and be able to make changes, so that way I don't have to continue going through that hurt. And then also shifting those behaviors do also pull together more hurt. And so ultimately we end up experiencing this wealth of hurt in a multitude of ways, and we end up becoming an alchemist who's able to truly are able to transmute pain and hurt from all sides that we have known it in. And as we continue to learn about discomfort, hurt, and pain, we allow ourselves to transmute it in so many other ways as well. Wow, I also have been learning so much about my mind and how important it is to get my mind present, to get my mind right now, for I'm able to then feel, see, acknowledge, and understand what my mind does that holds me back, what my mind does that triggers me to have episodes of distracted, doubt, fear, and worry. I understand that it's the mind. How I see myself isn't physical, it's mental. How I see myself is not physical, it's mental. How I feel myself is not emotional, it's mental. Myself will feel what I think. Myself will see what I think, what I believe, what I think I know, what I believe to be true. Changing my mental habits, changing my behaviors have been real. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm painting and watching along. My son is sick, home chilling. Your beautiful messages is very uplifting. Hi, Bernadette. I was just watching your YouTube. Need to go start my productive day. Thank you so much for showing up, honey. See you soon. See you soon, beloved. See you soon. And wellness to your son, Bernadette. Wellness to your son. Complete wellness. Complete wellness, complete wellness, complete wellness, and also complete health to everybody as we get closer to this equinox. As we get closer to this equinox in this eclipse season. When is the eclipse? April 8th is the solar eclipse. Okay. I recommend just continuing to keep your thoughts as positive as possible, keeping your vibration high as possible, and allowing yourself to understand that when we get to eclipse season, we get to such an energetic height within the collective. A lot of health related things can kick up. And so allowing yourself to maintain a high vibration allows for you to stay healthy energetically, and it allows for you to transmute the frequencies of sickness rather quickly. Yeah, I gotta cut that. What did you think of my YouTube channel? I'm still learning how to use YouTube. I was born on a full moon. Anything with the moon is so powerful. Let me see. I wasn't finished because my computer was updating. However, what I did watch so far, I love that you had an intro video. That was the first thing I saw. Um, Hold on, let me go back to the email because I pulled it up from your email that you sent me. Boop, boop. I love that when I clicked on your YouTube. Well, okay, so hold on. I'll tell you what I think. I love your banner. I love your banner. I love your photos as well. I love that. And then you're a black woman. So like I love that you have different hair from your avatar photo, like your circular photo and your bar. I love the what is it called? I feel that black women have this ability to show so many different characters with hair. And so I love when I'm able to see a black woman with so many different types of hairstyles, regardless of the hair being like whatever the hair is. Like, it could be natural, it could be wigs, it could be pieces, whatever. Like, I just love being able to see black women express their multitude, their multidimensionalness, their multi-dimensions with hair. So I love that there's two different styles of you that are here. I love the name as well. I think that's really, really awesome. I love hi Kiara, Ashe, and then I love your intro video, why you started a podcast, turning pain into purpose. I love your title as well. I think that's really awesome. I love that you explained what your page is about and how you flow. And I love that you share a little bit about your story as well. I think that's really awesome. Scrolling through your page right now. I also love that your podcast is videos and audio. I love that you're able to cater to a multitude of audiences. Ashe and amen. I also love your shorts. I love that you have art in your intro video behind you and you talk about sharing your art and you talk about sharing your passions. And I love that you do that. I love that you allow yourself to be, I love that you talked about being a self-made artist as well, a self-taught artist. Yeah. Or I love that you talked about that. And I love that you also share as well, because I feel that for me, like that's empowering to have someone who taught themselves how to do something and also has the courage to show it as well. I feel like it also aligns with your title, which is Unleashing Potentials. And I feel that I used to be a child that always wanted to draw and always wanted to do art. And I never really felt confident without a teacher. And I had two cousins. I had two cousins who were really great at sketching and being an artist. My stepfather was a really great artist. And I just felt like I was with that energy, with those three people, myself was like, I'm surrounded by people who know how to draw, because I could be dramatic. And so, or I could be exaggerative, I could be dramatic. And so I took that as everybody around me knows how to draw except me. And I would beat myself up sometimes over not drawing. And now, as of today, I'll just do whatever I want artistically. However, I doodle. I'm a doodler. I'm not really like one to want to paint a picture. I'm one to want to just doodle. I love taking colors and just making magic. And so, yeah, I love that. I love that you share. I also love that I love how organized your page is as well. I love that you also start off with a for you. So it shows me what may be like the best for me. I love that. I love that. I love that so much. And just off the bat, like looking at the videos as well, looking at your different episodes, I love that you have so many episodes that are available. And I'm looking at the views and I see that the views aren't like the highest. You know what I mean? Like they're not like hundreds of thousands of views and stuff like that. But I do see that you have a lot of episodes, which tells me that you are consistent in what you're doing. And in your intro video, you said you have passion for helping people. And that's what that's what really aligns you with wanting to start a podcast. And so this tells me like she's accurate. Like literally after watching your intro video, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna make an appointment. But I didn't end up making the appointment yet because I was like, let me start the YouTube first. And because I saw that you had questions there as well, like what would you like to talk about, things of that sort. So I was like, let me make sure I give this my undivided attention and I'm not rushing when I do it. So I love here that with being able to see that you have so many episodes and you also like have your your intentions of what the podcast is about. It lets me know that you're serious. It lets me know that you're honest about it, because there's consistency here, and regardless of who's viewing it, this makes me feel like you're not doing it for views. You're doing it because it is a genuine passion of yours. So yeah, that's how I feel about your YouTube. She said, "Oh, thank you so much. Love you. Means so much to me to hear your thoughts. I'm totally not crying." Shay, I love you too, Bernadette, so much. I just looked up your channel and I appreciate how it's detailed to you and your healing journey. It's not much so giving healing or advice for others, but showing this is all of you. Ashe. Oh, child, I have to take a peek too, and agreed. Keep going, Bernadette. Ashe. I have an art group on Facebook. Oh, I love that you talked about that too, where you help and empower anyone to create. Nope, the views are not the best yet. The time will come for that. I'm not looking for numbers or fame. I love people. I love that, Bernadette, and I honestly do believe you. I honestly do believe you. And I love to see that. I love to see that, because when I first started off on social media, it was never really, it wasn't about, it was when I actually, it's not about, when I started doing, you know what, I'll say it like this. When I started going viral on TikTok, when I started going viral on TikTok, I realized that I was doing it for fame. And now that I'm reflecting, I realized that I only got TikTok because I wanted to be seen. I wanted to be famous. And I realized that when it came to social media in general, I even ended up switching my TikTok, my Instagram handle. And when I started my account, Authentic Burns, it was all about fame. It was all about being seen. It was about being that girl. I wanted everybody to know who I was. I wanted to be famous. I definitely wanted to be famous, and it did work out. It did work out. It didn't work out in the way that I thought. It didn't work out in the way that I thought it would. I realized that it didn't work out in the way that I thought it would, because I personally feel that I was being posed with options to do things or be somebody that was not authentic. And so my spirit guides, just like yours, Bernadette, my spirit guides end up getting me together. And they had to teach me some lessons on why that's not my intended course. I had a lot of uncomfortable situations, especially when I was in Los Angeles and I was in my homeless journey, where I realized that integrity to my divinity was important for me. There were moments where I could sense certain energies wanting to be around me, where I was being made like, where people were trying to come close to me and get close to me. And I didn't like how that felt. It felt very uncomfortable, and it felt like being preyed on. And I don't like people preying on me, especially as a warrior that has, especially a warrior that comes from abuse, and that comes from manipulation, and that comes from privacy invasion, and that comes from disrespect of one's boundaries. Nah, I don't like people preying on me. I don't like people trying to play me either. I don't like people trying to take from me. Take from me through deceit. I don't like people plotting against me either. All that is really uncomfortable, and that energy felt like that. And I also didn't feel that there was a lot of genuine energy as well, where I genuinely wanted to just love people and be a kind soul. And I realized very quickly that that's not what fame is, or at least the fame that was coming my way. The type of fame that was coming my way wasn't honest. And I kept thinking, I was very confident. And I was like, I could change this though. It doesn't have to be this. I could change this. And siphoning off your energy and greater character. I want to say no to that. And I want to say they couldn't siphon off my energy, because I feel like in order to siphon someone's energy, you have to have the intention of wanting to give your energy away. If someone's able to pull off your energy and take from it, it's because there is some sort of intention that you have to share your energy or give it away. And let me look up the word siphoning. to draw off. Okay, to draw off. Ashe. To draw off someone's energy. Okay, yes, we could use the word siphoning. Okay, thank you. I needed to look at the definition and educate myself. So we could use the word siphoning. However, with the tone of that word, steal, I feel no, because I feel that siphoning is something we all do. I feel that we're all drawing off each other's energy. Period. I feel that when you're choosing to be in the presence of someone, you're choosing whose energy you want to cipher. However, at the same time, when you're someone who is naturally giving and you're also siphoning, well, you're also like being present, then you're letting someone also draw off your energy. You guys are drawing off of each other. You guys are reflections of each other. So you're going to draw images of each other. You're going to be in that space. Now, if you're finding yourself in the presence of someone whom you don't necessarily want to draw off their energy and you're letting them just take yours, then I understand that siphoning can be rather challenging there because you're not wanting to take from them, so you're not, and they're taking from you, and that doesn't feel good. Now, and that's what was happening. Okay, so boom, I guess, girl, educate me all together. So meditating on matter, you were so correct. Again, thank you for me clocking myself. They were siphoning my energy, yes, because I did not want to give them certain things and they wanted to take it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I understand what siphoning energy means for me. Woo, girl, humbling. Yeah, they wanted to take things from me that I wasn't willing to give. And the way that that would show up, because I want to paint the picture of how that would show up. There's one day in particular, and I keep seeing the same person. I was at a bar, and it was Pride during that time era. And I was in West Hollywood. And while I was at this bar, there was just a couple people in the bar, not together, but in different spots within the bar. But I noticed that they noticed me, and I could see them watching me. And therein, like, they looked to me like they came from money or had money. They looked like wealth to me. Very noticeable wealth frequency, tangibly. And I'm talking wealth meaning they know who they're very confident. There was a confidence in them, and I know what I have and what I have to offer. They looked like the Illuminati to me. Like if the Illuminati had a face, that's what they felt like to me. Like when I saw them in my head, all I heard was like Illuminati. And it just felt like someone was preying on me. And back then I was sleeping outside. So I also was noticing that there was a lot of like cars following me, like a lot of black cars. And it felt very uncomfortable. And I was like, maybe I'm going through like a psychosis. Maybe I'm, being paranoid. However, I've grown up in entertainment and I've often been in spaces to know enough that there are a lot of folks who prey on you, and it could look, and just trust your instincts. If you feel like you're being preyed on, babe, you're being preyed on. And I know what that feels like. And so I remember this one day being out, and I wasn't really a big drinker. So I would smoke, but when I smoke, I become even more conscious. And so I was out this one night, and I'm just out around the bar, and I'm myself, so I have a good time. I'm moving everywhere. It's like you would think that either I go there often because I'm so comfortable everywhere I go. You would assume that like, oh, this girl knows their way around. Da 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 da. She like you notice me because I'm buzzing around, and I'm not uncomfortable. I'm not trying to be seen. I'm just living my life, and that's very noticeable. Especially in a bar where most people don't really live their life unless they're like drunk, but then they look drunk. And other than that, if they're just out living their life, then they just look like a light in a space where a lot of people are kind of either hiding or staying within their groups. and it's Los Angeles. So the girls aren't giving, let's party and have a good time. It's giving, let's put on a show. And I'm not trying to put on a show. I'm just genuinely enjoying myself. So I started to notice this one night, there were people walking up to me, just asking me questions, wanting just in my business. Oh, so who are you? Oh, so like, what do you do? Oh, so like, and I'm like, I don't like it. And I know when someone's lacking genuine care, affection, or desire. And so when they would tell me who they are, oh yeah, well, like I do singing or I do dance, like, stuff like that. And it started off first with like young people. And I'm like, okay. And they just felt like kids to me. And I'm grown. So I don't really fuck with kids. Like, I'm not trying to be in like a kid's face. I'm not trying to hang out with the 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Like, that's just not really my vibe. I like very mature conversations, very in-depth conversations. Like, don't get me wrong. I love that the kids are out there having a good time and da-da-da-da. And I get it. I used to be 16-year-old at the club. I used to be 15 at the, whatever. So I get it. However, I don't have any desire to, I don't know. It's just very uncomfortable to me. It's very uncomfortable. I love to mentor the children, but I'm not trying to hang out with you and be friends. We don't really have nothing to talk about like that. So do your thing, do your vibe, da 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 da. So it started off with these young bucks who were giving me like either 18, 19, 20 years old. And I'm a grown girl for real, for real. So I could clock the T very easy. You can't really fool an old cat. And I love that I call myself an old cat, bitch. I'm losing hair, so I'm an old cat. And so then I noticed that there was a gentleman who I kept noticing, and he was older. He was giving me like 60s, 70s, but he was dressed like he was supposed to be in his like 40s, 50s. He was giving me, I'm trying to look younger than I am, but I have hella fucking money. And I know that I can't send none of my minions to come and get you because you're going to clock them. So I have to do this on my own. He was giving me that kind of tea. And I remember there was a moment where I kept noticing him and he noticed me noticing him. And I'm getting ready to go, and I have my bags in the corner. I would normally leave my bags, right? Yes, exactly. And I felt like people were sending plants to come and talk to me, and it wasn't working because I was like, no, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. And so I ended up go to my bags, and when I was walking towards that way, he was getting up like as he was gonna come walk towards me, and I'm like, excuse me, move right around you, and I'm gonna keep moving. And I think this was the same guy who came in with like a fur fucking coat, like a fur trench coat type vibe. Like, he definitely was giving me, he just looked like he had money. And I'm not a girl who could be bought. And so during this time, I noticed that I was on live a lot. And I kept delivering, and this is how I knew something was iffy. I knew that something was going wrong with the energies that were trying to talk to me. And it was because myself kept naturally delivering these messages of, you're not going to get me to do things just because you have money. I'm not able to be bought. I have integrity, and I'm always going to be of pure love. If you want me to do something just to get paid, I'm not doing it. No. And I also was like, and I'm telling the truth. I'm an honest person. So if you're not going to be able to invite me to any of your secret anything and think that I'm going to just be all gung ho with it. Oh no, bitch, I'm not doing this. And I'm not doing it. And I made that very known and very clear out loud with the public. And so I noticed that fame wasn't going to really be for me. And it really clicked that fame wasn't for me when WeHo Pride showed up. When WeHo Pride came, there was a moment where I was at this one club and I was having fun the whole time. And there was the cast of P-Valley, some P-Valley cast members that were there, I guess. I've never seen the show. The only person I really can recognize is, I think, Uncle somebody, Uncle Franklin, I think that's his name, or Uncle, I don't know his name in the show. I don't watch the show. So, but I think they call him Uncle something. And so he's the only one that I knew that was recognizable, but he wasn't there. I didn't see him. However, the only reason why I knew that that cast was there was because there came a moment where my friends were dancing on the stage, and I was, cheering them on, talking to them, just vibing with them basically. And I noticed people started looking at me, and it made me feel like they were questioning, like, who is this? Like, why are the dancers connecting with him? And I wasn't dressed up. I was like just in regular like clothes. Like I wasn't dressed LA. I wasn't dressed like an LA girly. And so I was I stick out like that. I stick out because I wasn't dressed like an LA girly. You know what that means when you're going out. And so there were these looks kind of like, what's happening? Who is he and what's going on? And with my comfort level, I can understand people being like, okay, if this bitch is just comfortable, she does this, she must be somebody. She's not worried about what we think about her. Like, what's going on? That's what my mind was doing, at least. And so I ended up feeling this very weird energy, like people were surrounding me. I felt like people were coming, like that's when I started to feel the praying energy again, almost like a siphoning my energy. Let me get around you so I could see. I want you to see me. I want you to see me. So they're like kind of next to me, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't like this. And so I'm like, I would always move out the energy. Like, let me just go. Let me move away because I don't like this. I don't like that shit. So I went outside, and I'm by myself at this point. And my friends, I was upstairs in the VIP section at first. And I was only in the VIP section because that was where the most space was. And I noticed that nobody was really over there. So I just went to go sit in it, and no one stopped me. So I was like, cool. But I wanted to go downstairs, and I wanted to be more a part of the, so yeah, I wanted to be a bit more involved in what was going on, on the stage and shit. So at this point, like, I was like, okay, well, let me go outside. And so I went outside. You were associated with, well, something fame could never keep up with. That's why the abundant will forever. If fame is a part of your fortune, is oft. Ashe. So at this point, I go outside, and I'm just outside, and there's this girl that comes next to me, and she ends up telling me that there's an actress from P Valley who's there, who was just trying to talk to her and stuff like that. And she was like, I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should talk to her or not. She was like, I mean, she's an actress. She's from P Valley. Like, why would she want to engage with me? Why would she want to have anything to do with me? And as she's telling me this, I'm thinking to myself, like, what do I have anything to do with this information? And she was asking me, like, well, do you know the cast from P Valley? Do you know anything? And I was like, nope, never seen the show. Don't watch it. I don't know anything about it. Da 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 da. And so in this moment, I feel like my hands are being washed clean. Ashe and amen. Myself was like, I knew in that moment, oh, I am being preyed on. There is an energy that feels like it's trying to find out more about me. Like it may be trying to either see who I am for ulterior, like, I don't know, like motives that I don't know about. Someone has ulterior motives, and I don't want to be involved in this. Tell me what your purpose is with me and be very clear. And this energy just wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. I felt like there was just things going on. Like people were even walking around or walking by me, but walking slow, and then like kind of looking and trying to figure out. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. It just felt so restricting. And I remember I left the club that night. I left the club after that moment, actually. I left. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. And when I left the club at that moment, I just was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go walk. I'm walking back to my friend's house. And I ended up walking like 45 minutes. Beautifully said. I recently did a Facebook Live that's on your YouTube about energy vampires. Wow. Okay. I'm glad we're having this conversation because I really needed to release this. I feel that like what myself wants to share about this is I understand the integrity that I have. I understand the integrity that I have for what it is that I do. I understand the integrity that I have for who it is that I am. I understand the integrity that I have for how it is that I show up. And I just want to say to myself that I'm very proud for how I've shown up. And once upon a time, I did want to be famous. And now I realize that fame is not something that I desire. Fame is not something that I need. And so fame is not something that I want. I realized that at one point I wanted fame. So that was my ego. But I realized that I don't need fame. And that's just because I preach this message of we are all famous. We are all important. We are all stars. We all deserve to be seen. We all deserve to be heard. We all deserve to be felt. And I realize that that literally is the opposite of what fame is. Fame focuses on an exclusive crew or of people. There is fame ostracizes. Fame, it sets people apart. It segregates us, and I don't want segregation. I want connection. I want interconnectedness. I want oneness. That's what I desire, and that's what my soul seeks. That's what my soul creates. That's what my soul attracts, is oneness. And so I realized that the reason why fame never really worked out for me in the way that I thought that it would, even though I was like really trying and going for it, is just simply because I didn't need it. The balance of fame and wealth is comfortability. And even with great, okay, what I noticed as well is that I wanted to say is myself, just wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to feel secure and I wanted to feel secure and stable. And feeling secure and stable provides comfortability. So thank you for that language, yes. And so I realized that I'm comfortable. Coming from someone who can just honestly say, I actually did try to go for the fame route. And I loved being able to have people recognize me in the streets. I love being able to hug people in the streets who just naturally, connected with my energy. I loved being able to naturally vibe with folks who watch my content. There were some people, there was a lady in Los Angeles once who was like, haven't I seen you somewhere? Do I see you somewhere? And I'm like, I don't know. Do you? And she's like, I don't know. Like, maybe are you on maybe TikTok or maybe, and I'm like, I don't know. I be, on social media, like anybody else. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, I feel like I watch you on TikTok. You watch me on TikTok, boo. Just say you watch me on TikTok. Don't be weird. Like, what you're doing is very off-putting. So when I get energies like that, I don't play with them. I just be like, I don't know. You tell me, because I'm not quick to be like, oh, you know me from this. I don't know where you know me from, boo. I have no fucking clue, girl. Like, no idea. And I'm not one to be pretentious like that and say, yep, you know me. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, you don't. However, the weird thing of I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to pretend like I don't know you, but I want to talk to you, though. I want to see what you about. So let me see what you... I have integrity, girl. So when I say that I'm a real bitch, I mean that I'm a real bitch. And if you try to play games, you're going to meet your reflection, okay? You're going to meet your reflection because I'm going to be just as dumb as you are. I don't know. I'm not on no clue. And so... yeah, I let go. I humbly allow my version of self that wanted to be famous. I humbly allow her to let go. I humbly allow for her, to excel in life without needing to be famous. I humbly allow myself to excel in life without needing to be noticeable. I humbly allow myself to let go, needing to be recognized. It's okay for myself to not be recognized in the streets. It's okay for people to not know who I am. It's okay for people to see me, and it's okay for people to... it's okay. It's okay for everybody to shine. It's okay for me not to be the center of attention. It's okay for me not to be that girl. It's okay. And I'm like, yeah, I wanted it so bad. I wanted it for so long. And now I realize that it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. It's not all that is cracked up to be. Ashe. Okay, amen. Yeah, it's just not all that it's cracked up to be. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. Fame is not all that it's cracked up to be. To have a whole bunch of people knowing your name is, it feels very pick me. It feels very pick me, and I'm no longer wanting to be a pick me. I enjoy myself just being simply honey. I picked and chose myself. And so in that energy, I'm just choosing to say, okay, I'm enough. And now that I know that I'm enough for me, I actually really do love my peace. And I feel like the idea of being famous, the idea of being that energy, it just feels like it would actually take away from my peace. It would take away from me being able to flow just like effortlessly. It feels like it would give this energy of all eyes on me. And at that moment, then I would feel all of those eyes on me. So that would automatically shift my vibration and my frequency. And that would actually take me out of my peace, because then I feel like I have to honor and acknowledge and do something with those energies. Even if they're just looking just to witness, I don't want to have to be a show or a spectacle or entertainment or any of those things if I don't want to or if I don't have to. And I don't actually have to anymore. I feel like I get to be liberated. I get to be liberated. And so in this moment, I am recognizing how much I just need to let go. I'm recognizing more of how I need to let go. I talk about this often, I feel, and I've been talking about this often over the last couple of years, I feel. And it's layered. It's so layered. It's something that I need to, it's something that I'm actually going to sit with myself right now about. Do you see yourself living in America for the rest of your lifetime, or would you migrate? I definitely do not see myself living in America for the rest of my lifetime. I see myself living in like a cottage somewhere. I see myself living in like a little cottage somewhere. Yeah. I don't feel that myself is going to stay in America. I don't feel that myself is going to stay in America. I actually feel that I'm on my way out. I feel that I'm on my way out. I feel that I'm on my way out. I feel that America is going to be a really great place for those who want to be seen. I feel that America is going to be a really great place for those who want to be noticed. I feel that America is a really great place for those who want that energy. Thank you so much, Aaliyah, for your contribution. And I love sharing my spiritual gifts. And I'm okay, I'm okay. Yeah, Africa. I'm open to Africa. I'm open to what's in alignment with my spirit. So, if I could go to Africa, and when I go to Africa, if there's a place that really aligns with my spirit, I've known a lot of people who's from, Cape Town and Joburg, and they've asked me to come visit and asked me to come stay with them. This was years ago when I was in my 20s, though. So I don't know who's still there. And I'm a completely different person. So I definitely don't feel like who I am now would align with who I was back then or who I would be with back then. However, I do understand that myself has evolved and grown so much that I know that I could attract a myriad of people who can give me insights on, hey, try this out or go there. Or my spirit would just lead me, to be honest with you, like, hey, we're going to go try out Ethiopia. And it's like, okay, cool. I feel that myself is just being prepared to let go of America. And actually, when you said that, I feel that myself now is like, ooh, oh shit, we're tapping into the version of us that's leaving America, where we won't need American things. I want to go to Oshun State and visit the Grove. I've heard of Oshun River, and that's where I wanted to go. I've seen videos of them doing offerings at Oshun's River, I believe. And I'm like, I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. And I told Oshun actually back in 2020 that when I get the opportunity, I said, when it's time for me to come see you, take me. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm ready. I'm ready for, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to see how my life is going to evolve and how it's going to change and what it's going to do. I'm only 33 years old, so like anything can really happen at this point in my life. And I'm open. I'm open. I am most certainly open to the experiences. I'm open. I'm open. I don't want to control it. I don't want to manifest anything in particular. Yes, there will definitely be a grand migration between now and 2034. Much will happen in 2028 where we see people get okay, Ashe. Ashe. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like I'm waiting my time. I feel like I'm humbly waiting my time. I'm patiently waiting my time. Where I am right now, I feel solid. So I feel like I'll be here to understand what it means to be peaceful. I feel that where I am right now, I'm really learning what it means to calm down, to relax, to be at ease, to say, I don't need many things. I only need these things. And as long as I got this, I'm okay. And even that, I don't need that either. You know, it's just great to have it. And I feel that I feel like my body is doing a lot of healing right now. So I'm doing a lot of caressing on my skin, a lot of loving on my skin, a lot of loving on my physical body, accepting my suit, knowing that I don't have to change her, letting her know she doesn't need to be changed. She's so loving. I'm caressing her right now. I've corrected this whole life. And so I'm just really ushering in all that love to myself. And I feel that that is changing. It's changing how I feel about me. It's changing how I feel with me. And myself will be prepared to get up and go. I know that I'll be moving with my husband. So me and my husband will be going together. I might even just go to his country. You know what I mean? And just be like, oh, okay, bet. Let's do that. And yeah. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, a bitch lives in Croatia, girl. A bitch lives in Croatia, honey. Where you at? Dubrovnik? Split. Okay. Girl, where you live at? Athens? Knowing me though, bitch, watch me end up in Italy somewhere. Knowing me with my track record, it's already happened twice. It was supposed to happen 10 years ago, and I said no, I got scared and I ran. And then it was supposed to happen 3 years after that, and there was no alignment because the gentleman didn't want to tell his parents that he was, gay. And I wasn't going to be, in hiding. He was like, I definitely want you to meet my parents. And I was like, and they're definitely not going to know me as your friend. Because I'll flat out tell your mama, baby, I sucked his dick. Okay, I put that thing on him. Amen. And I do, girl. I loved how we had sex. So yeah, I would definitely move to Italy. I would definitely live in Italy. And I would definitely marry an Italian man. I definitely see myself with an Italian man. So, yeah, I see myself with an Italian man. I may even move to Italy and then meet my man while I'm in Italy. And it just be like, oh, I just like my husband literally wasn't I know my husband's not American. That I know. So it's just really giving, bitch, whenever you're ready, pack up and go to Italy and then go make this thing work. However, the way that I am now, I'll move to Italy. I'm just moving with a base. You know what I mean? I'll move to Italy. I'm moving with a base. So I'll be like, oh, I'm moving to go live here. Ashe. I'm living here for the year and we'll see what happens, Because I'm definitely going to be comfortable. I'm definitely going to be in my peace. I'm definitely going to be chill. I'm definitely going to be in the vineyards. I'm definitely going to go eat food and talk to the people and walk around and just chill. And I'll definitely be by the water. Definitely being by the water. So, no country girl for me. No country girl for me. Yeah. And I'll just have my spiritual practice in Italy, girl. Yeah, I would actually live in Italy. I feel like I would choose Italy, but I need to see more of Italy first because I've only ever seen Ravenna and Venice. I need to see more. Show me some Riccione. Although that's not by the water, but still. Show me Riccione. Show me Naples. Show me Milan. Wait, have I been to Milan? I have been to Milan. I have been to Milan. I believe I was in Milan like for a day. Just once. I've been to so many places, bitch. I be forgetting. And cruise ships had me there for like a day, 2 days. It was like, oh, we're just passing through type shit. I feel like I've been to Milan for like a day. Don't quote me though on that. Girl, I know we definitely did Ravenna, and I know we definitely did what we in Venice all the time. So that was the thing. But all right, y'all. I feel like this was the live. It's time to go. It's time to close. We had a really cute live. This was a vibe. I want to go chill. I want to chill right now. So I'm going to chill for a little bit. We still have the 8 p.m. show tonight. We have the 5 p.m. show on YouTube, 8 p.m. show on TikTok. If you haven't checked out the main page, we got the spiritual check-ins that's been posted. If you don't have the, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Turn on the bell notification so you'll know when I'm posting. Because I do post affirmations, I post the spiritual check-ins, I post other content as well, just regularly. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited just to continue living, to continue creating, to continue being, and to continue thriving. I feel that right now myself is like, I need to go do something new. I may even need to just take a walk and just listen to some music for a little bit and just vibe. I feel like today presented so much information, that question of, do you see yourself living in America? And I'm like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the Pisces and Scorpio. Those were really good readings. I'm so excited for how my reading style continues to transform. I did the fire sign readings last night. It was like 2:00 in the morning when I did them, bitch. And I was so loopy. There was so much energy running through my body. I did majority of the fucking Sagittarius reading with my eyes closed. Like literally, I was just sitting there like this talking. Da, 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 da. The fire sign readings was so much energy. I couldn't sit still. I was like shaking and moving and bobbing and da da da. Bitch, I was all over the place. However, they were really good readings though as well. And so whenever I'm doing the zodiac readings, they do they're a vibe. They're a vibe. You get to see the essence of the sign start to channel through my body, where I start acting like that sign or embodying that energy. Aquarius is always the peculiar one for me, because Aquarius energy. Whenever I'm doing those readings, I feel like I get real raunchy. I get really like blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, damn, girl, what's happening? All the time. It's so funny. But yeah. Okay. Guys, I love us so much. I love us. I really do. I love us. Ugh. I love us. I'm so ready to receive more love, and I'm ready. Okay. Oh, it just makes me so nervous. It makes me so nervous. I'm like, let's just let it happen already. Let it happen already. Like, and it's already happening, but so many people are loving on me, and I'm like, okay, I'm receiving it. It's just so scary. It's just so scary to be so open. It's just so scary. You work so hard. I actually don't work hard at all. I'm just consistent. So like, it may look like I work hard, and that's just because I put out so much content, but I'm just really intentional with my energy. And so I work all day, Yes, I do work all day. I work 24 hours all around the clock. And that's just because my business is energy and we're energy. So it's literally just me living life and I'm always alive. So I am always like on the clock technically. Wrong language. Yeah, but I'm consistent. I'm very consistent. So I'm like, when I get off of here, I'm literally gonna like tend to my body. And next thing you know, you're gonna start seeing 3 more readings pop up on YouTube. Then you're gonna see 12 readings popping up on TikTok, 12 readings popping up on Instagram. You're gonna be like, this bitch is working. And it's gonna be like, this is how I be. Like I be like this. I don't want to do nothing else. So like I'm gonna go moisturize my body and then be a person, but this is what my person does. So this is why I teach you guys like authenticity. So that way you don't have to worry about quote unquote working. You just get to be a person. And in your person is what you do. So like my content is very easy to create because I am the art. Like I spit bars regularly. I'm a poet. I'm a spoken word artist. I'm a lyricist. I'm a singer. I'm a rapper. I'm a dancer. I'm a photographer. I do edit. Like I have vision. I am a designer. Like I am a stylist. I am all of these things beyond me doing it for the internet. I've been doing this in real life my whole life. Even getting paid for these gigs as well, modeling and taking headshots and being in entertainment and being a dancer and a performer, having to sing on stage, having to tap on stage, having to do aerial work, having to I've done all these things as gigs throughout my life. And so I'm just putting it all together and just being it now without having to do it for anybody or for a role or a contract or something. And now I'm just doing it for myself because it's just fun to do. And ironically, there's platforms where I'm able to share it all with you. And so making content is easy, where when I go outside and I'm on my walk and I think about something, I am wisdom. So I just turn on the camera and I just talk for 10 minutes because it's easy to talk for 10 minutes. I be on here talking for hours, you know? So I just say what I got to say. And then whenever the timer clicks, I'm like, okay, well, that's all I'm saying, I guess. And then I keep going. And because I don't worry about whether or not people are going to receive it, I'm able to just kind of keep creating. So it always gives people something to see, which is why it's so easy for me to do like 12 posts in a day. And it's just because a bitch always got something to say. And if you want to listen, then here you go. Yeah. So yeah, Ashe and amen. If you guys enjoyed the live today, you could tip and donate. I would greatly appreciate it. I do have a goal today. I think the remainder of my goal for today is $375. So if you guys want to help me reach my goal of $375, you can tip me. CashApp, Venmo, PayPal. The information is in the description box. It's on my link tree, and it's the link tree is located also in my bio as well and on my website. So yeah, perfect. Other than that, it's time to go. We close with kindness. We close with compassion and courage and love and care and light. And I'm so grateful. And gratitude. We close with gratitude and thanks. And sincere love. Sincere love, babe. I just see you and I'm proud. Thank you, Envision, the best ASMR. Thank you for seeing me and thank you for being proud of me. I receive that and I really love that. Thank you to anybody else who also sees me as well and who's proud of me. Thank you to anybody else who's out there just watching me do my thing and you're enjoying my growth and you find yourself inspired by just watching me be myself and enjoy life. This thing gets to be simple. Doesn't always feel good, but it's simple. It's all right. It's a loving place to be. It's an enjoyable place to be. To my ancestors and my spirit guides, help me rest. Help me rest, even in the work that I'm doing. Help me rest in my work to where I'm just enjoying the delivery of my work, where it just feels calm, it feels chill, it feels good. Yeah, I want to feel good doing all of this work. So that way it's not feeling like work, because it doesn't feel like work right now. It feels really like joy. It feels like just art that I'm sharing. It feels like just conversation. It feels like light. And I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. So y'all, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going and let's keep enjoying ourselves. All right. I love y'all. Peace, beloveds. Peace, collective. Gratitude, beloveds. Gratitude, collective. Ashe.